Check 1, 2.
Curious about real estate? Then you've come to the right place. Get the knowledge you need. Get over the fear and get started.
Hello, thank you for calling. My name is Alex. How may I help you?
Yeah, I have a house in Mississippi I'm wanting to sell.
What I'm understanding is that you have a house in Mississippi that you are interested in selling?
Yes, that is correct.
Thank you very much, and I can definitely help you with that. May I please have your first and last name?
My first name is Pamela, Pamela.
That was Pamela, Pamela.
That's correct.
Fantastic. Thank you for helping me with that. Pamela, in case we get disconnected, what is a good number to call you back on?
2026.
Okay, and that was 2026?
Correct.
All right, got it. Thank you. Is this a cell phone?
Yes.
All right. And would you happen to have another number where we may reach you at?
No.
Okay. And Pamela, what is your primary email address where our purchase manager can email you an offer to purchase your house?
At yahoo.com.
Okay, that was at yahoo.com.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Pamela. Well, Pamela, thank you for calling us to buy your house. Before we can determine how much we can buy your house for, there are just a few more questions I need to ask about your specific plans to sell it. Okay?
Okay.
Great. And again, my name is Alex, and my job is to collect all the information needed so that our purchase manager can construct the very best offer for you if your house qualifies. Okay. So as we go through the process, you'll notice that I will be writing down the information that we need to have in order to present you with a fair and intelligent offer as quickly as possible, usually within the next 24 to 48 hours. So let's get started.
Okay.
Yes?
Okay.
Great. And you did call us because it's your house you're hoping to sell, yes?
That's correct.
That's fantastic. We're definitely looking for another house to buy right now. Is the property currently listed with the real estate broker?
No.
It's not listed. That's great. And what is the address of the house you're hoping to sell?
812 Drive, Mississippi.
Okay, so I have 812 Drive, that's Mississippi.
That is correct.
All right, thank you. All right, now you know, Pamela, no one knows more about your house than you do, and we do buy houses all over the country. So we are actually going to buy your house without ever going out to physically see the house. Once we agree to buy the house and you agree to sell us the house, we will send our local professionals out to determine the exact condition and repair cost the house may need. So in the meantime, we would hope that you would be fair and honest regarding the condition of the house so that we don't move forward with an agreement to purchase your house that we'll later have to change or cancel because of missing information. Does that make sense, Pamela?
Mm-hmm.
Great. So let me ask you, what amount should we assume that we will have to pay in total repair costs and work or upgrades that a lender may require or that a future buyer will ask to be fixed?
Probably about $10,000.
Okay, so $10,000.
Yeah, it needs aesthetic stuff like carpets. It's got some holes in the sheetrocks for my kids fighting. Stuff like that. It's mostly cosmetic that needs to be done.
All right. So, Pamela, what you're saying is that $10,000 will repair or update the house, and we won't have to worry about canceling or terminating a purchase agreement because the cost of repairs is nowhere near the $10,000, correct?
That's my best guess, best estimate. Okay? It could be a few dollars more, a few dollars less. But I'm saying in that area.
Okay, that's no problem. And what do you think the house is worth? Or in other words, if we send out a real estate appraiser over tomorrow and have the property appraised, what do you think the house would be worth in today's market?
Well, when I looked it up online one time, it said $114,000. Not in its current state. If it's fixed up a little bit, you probably could get that much for it. But I'm gonna say in its current state, I'm gonna say 60 to 70,000.
Okay. So in its current condition, you believe the house to be worth about $60,000, and once the repairs and updates are completed, based on the research you've already done, it should be worth about $114,000, correct?
That is correct. But listen, this is all guessing because I've never really dealt with this stuff before, okay? So y'all know right off the bat that I'm giving you my best guess.
And that is all we ask, is that you give us the best information you have and that you're fair and honest. So we do thank you very much for that, Pamela. And is there a mortgage on the house that we will need to pay off?
No, it's mine free and clear.
All right, perfect. And
the only thing that's owing is this year's taxes, and that's just because I ain't got down there to pay them yet.
All right, but it's just this year's?
Yeah.
All right. So, Pamela, what were you hoping?
It's about $55.
It's $25?
I have it because I'm disabled. It's homesteaded, so I don't have to pay that much. It's about $55, $60 if I remember correctly. Now, before it was homesteaded, it was $600 a year or a little over.
Wow, but since it's homesteaded now, it's only the $50 to $60 a year.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Pamela, what were you hoping to sell your house for? This would be the net amount that you would receive to put in your pocket after all the repair and update costs have been considered, after all of your seller's closing costs have been subtracted. And this is what we call the walk-away money. Go ahead and share with me, Pamela, what amount of money are you hoping to walk away with?
As close as I can get to $50,000.
You said as close as you can get to $50,000?
Yep.
All right. Now, since we are paying all of your closing costs to sell, is that the least that you'll take?
No, I'll negotiate, but I'd hope to get that much. But you know, doing it this way, I know I can't expect as much. So I'll talk. I'll negotiate as long as people be fair with me.
Right, of course. And now we're also going to buy the house as is, and we're going to pay for all the necessary repairs or updates the house may need. So what's the lowest that you would be able to go for us?
I hate to answer that question because that's what you're going to try to get it for. Let's say 45.
45. So knowing that we're going to buy your house now and take all your worry and stress away, along with eliminating holding costs, waiting for your house to sell, are you saying that if we don't pay you $45,000, you won't sell your house?
No, I'm saying I'd think about it. Anything less than that, I'd have to think about it.
All right. Well, Pamela, I have all of the information we need for now. So at this time, we need to look over the information you gave me, do some research on the property, and if we have any more questions, we'll call you back. Also, I would like to set up an appointment to have our purchase manager contact you back, make you an offer to buy your house. And Pamela actually looks like she has an appointment in about 30 minutes. Are you available for the next 30 minutes?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here at home. I'm disabled. I can't work. I draw a disability check, and so I don't have a lot to do.
So I will have our purchase manager contact you in about 30 minutes. Okay.
Okay. Well, I've got all the paperwork on my house sitting right here for any questions you may have.
All right, perfect. And one more thing, Pamela, when our purchase manager calls you, if you can agree on the terms and you can agree on a price that works for both of you, are you ready to get the paperwork done and sell your house?
Yeah, because I'm needing the money. I was just going to hold on to it and leave it to my kids, but things have come up and I need the money.
All right. And will all of the decision makers be there for the appointment?
The only person is me. I'm the only person on the title, on the deed.
All right, perfect. And is there anything that you need from our purchase manager besides a checkbook when they contact you to buy the house?
No, just be able to get time to get stuff out of it.
All right. Now, Pamela, we are going to need pictures of the interior and exterior of the house. So as soon as we get off the phone, I'll send you an email so that you can simply reply to it and attach the pictures of the house. How soon will you be able to send us the pictures?
Well, now, so that's going to be a problem because I actually live in Gulfport. There ain't nobody living in the house right now. It's vacant.
It's vacant, all right. And you don't have pictures of it already?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
This is me experimenting, see what I can do.
All right. Well, you know what, Pamela? I really want to see what I can do to help you out. So is it okay if I put you on hold for just a few minutes?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to put you on hold for just a minute, okay?
Okay.
Pamela, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much for holding. So real quick, what I'm going to do is verify the information that you just gave me, your phone number and address, and then I just have a few more questions for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and in case we get disconnected, 2026 is the best phone number to reach you at, correct?
Number to contact me at.
Okay. And the email address where we can email you an offer to purchase your house is at yahoo.com?
That's correct.
All right. And the address is 812 Drive, Mississippi.
That is all correct.
All right. Thank you. And it looks like we would need to assume about $10,000 in repairs and upgrades.
My closest estimation, but, I don't really know how much all that stuff costs. But just guessing off the top of my head, that's what I think.
All right. Okay, now, Pamela, there are a lot of factors and reasons which make a difference on how much time we have and how much money we will need when we buy the house. For example, are there any serious damages? Is there something wrong with the house? Are there any court orders or deadlines we need to meet? Is the house just too small, or are there any neighborhood problems? So can you see how important it is for us to know your reason for selling? And as a home buyer, you want to know too, right?
All right. The reason is all my kids are grown and gone. Me and my husband have been separated for 2 years, and the 3-bedroom house is too big for me, and I want to move and go back to my home in Alabama, go back to where I was raised in Alabama.
So the house is just too large for you, and you're ready to go home.
That's right.
Right.
I don't need that big a house. My parents left me. I lived in that house for 18 years. And my parents left it to me, so there's nothing owing on it except, like I said, the taxes each year. And I want somewhere more out in the country.
Right.
I was born out in the middle of nowhere, where they had to pump in the sunshine, and that's what I want to go back to. I don't like people that close to me. Matter of fact, I don't like people, period.
Now, you know what, Pamela? I completely understand where you're coming from. Well, we can certainly help you with that, okay? So what have you done so far to try and sell your house?
Not really anything. I moved out last August and got me a little apartment somewhere where I don't have to keep up the lawn and all that. I've had 3 heart attacks, and I'm not able to keep it up. That's one of the reasons. It's just too big. I can't keep it up. I can't keep the yard work up, all that kind of stuff. And, where was I going with this? I'm having a brain fart. What was the question again?
What have you done so far to try and sell your house?
Oh, I hadn't done anything. I was hoping to gradually get the money and fix it up myself and sell it for the $100,000. But it's just not happening. I've been here since August, and things are not getting better. It's not where I can do it. I couldn't do it personally. I'm going to have to hire people to do it. And the money's just not, it's just not there. And I know the longer it sits, if it sits up for years, it's going to just deteriorate. And I want to sell it and be rid of it and quit worrying about it.
Okay. And do you have to sell this house in order to buy the next one?
Of course.
All right. So when would you say is the soonest you would be able to sell your house and close escrow by?
I mean, there's nothing on it. I could do it today, you know. I mean, there's nothing holding me back. I don't, other than the fact that it's got some of my belongings still in it that I need to get out. You know, if I sold it, I'd need a week or so to be able to get that stuff out, put it in storage or whatever.
Okay, so if we can close escrow on this house by May 1st, that'll be okay for you?
I'd prefer it to be sooner than that.
You'd prefer it sooner than
But
that?
see,
Okay.
but you're not right, and y'all not the. I'm contacting a lot of different people, and whoever gives me the best deal is the one I'm going to go with. I mean, I'm going to be honest up there. My mother used to tell me I was brutally honest, so you know. when your own mother tells you you're too honest, that's telling you something.
Right. So what's going to happen if it doesn't sell, Pamela? Meaning, what are you going to do with the house, and how is it going to affect your plans?
Well, other than the fact that then my kids will probably inherit it, you know, and I won't be able to do what I want to do. There's a place called Smith Lake up North Alabama that I would love, even if it's just a shack, that I would love to be on the lake. But, you know, my time's limited. Like I said, I've had 3 heart attacks, so, you know, if it don't sell, then I guess my kids will get it and do whatever with it.
Have you considered simply renting or leasing it?
There again, like I said, the carpets are all in bad shape from 18 years of kids and grandkids spoiling it. And my brother, who's in a wheelchair, every time he'd come, he'd leave tracks, that kind of stuff. The carpet needs to be replaced. I would have to, before I rent it or sell it, do anything, it needs cosmetic. There's where my kids would fight and throw each other into the wall. There's a couple of holes in the sheetrock, which I'm told is fairly easy to fix, but I don't know how. I'd have to hire somebody to do it. It probably needs a good coat of paint. The kitchen cabinets, there's nothing really wrong with them except they're old. They need to be updated. Stuff like that I just can't do, you know, that people would want done before I rented it out.
All right. And just to make sure, you said it in perfect condition after the repairs and updates are completed. The house will be worth about $114,000, and in its current condition, the house.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. The house will be worth about $60,000 in its current condition. Correct?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. You know, I'm like I said, it's all just guessing because I've never had it appraised or nothing like that. I know they do some kind of appraisal each year for the taxes on it, and I don't know what that is. I think the last appraisal they did for the land taxes was like 86,000, something like that. But I'm just saying, in the shape it is with the repairs it needs, it's probably worth about 60, maybe even 70. I don't know. I'm just guessing here.
Okay. And Pamela, are you aware of how expensive it is and all of the costs involved with selling a house like yours to a traditional buyer, including the cost of real estate broker commissions, monthly mortgage payments while it sells, several months of holding costs, and that's not even including all of the buyer's lender requirements like repair cost, pest inspection, roof certification, and on and on. In order to sell your house, it could cost you, the seller, 10 to 20% of the sales price. So let me ask you, Pamela, about how much would you say it would cost you to sell your house to a traditional buyer?
I have no earthly idea. I'm a virgin to all of this. I've never bought a house before. I've never sold a house before. So I'm clueless.
Well, Pamela, it's okay. Don't worry. Most home sellers don't discover how much it really costs to sell, not until they're finally presented with the seller's closing costs, and sometimes that's months after they've been trying to sell that they discover that it could cost 10 to 20% of the sales price just to sell their house. So what would be your best guess as to how much it would cost you to sell your house to a traditional buyer?
I don't know. I'm clueless. Like I said, you would know better figures than I would. I have no earthly idea. You telling me around $10,000? Is that what you're saying?
Around $10,000. And to be honest with you, Pamela, most home sellers are not aware of how much it does cost to sell a house. You said there's no mortgage on this house that we would need to pay off, correct?
No, none. It's free and clear.
So, Pamela, let me tell you a little bit about what we do. We buy houses like yours all the time, and we pay all of the costs. Things like real estate commissions, title insurance, escrow fees, transfer tax, termite clearance, roof certification, and the list goes on. And we buy them in an as-is condition, so we are going to assume the responsibility for all of the needed repairs, whether we have seen them already or not. And one of the positive factors about selling us your house is that you or whoever is living in it can stay in it for as long as you need to, and we can get you your money on the date of your choice. We will pay cash when we buy your house, so you can have the peace of mind knowing that it's sold. Not only sold, but sold to someone who can afford to buy it, because we don't have to rely on a bank to qualify your house, nor do we need to beg them for a loan and risk them changing their minds at the last minute. Believe me, Pamela, there is nothing more frustrating than seeing a deal break down in escrow, and that is not going to happen to you. Isn't that really what you want?
Sure.
And, Pamela, it looks like you were hoping to walk away with at least $45,000, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Because I know the home is worth, especially if you put just a touch of work into it. It's got the potential, it really does. And like I said, if you punch that address in online, and it says online, which I don't know how correct it is and who gets these figures or none of that. But I was playing around one day and I just punched in my address and it popped up that, and one of the things that it was worth like $114,000. Now whether it really is or not, I don't know. But I'm sure the other homes in that area go for about $100,000, so I'm guessing it's pretty close.
Oh. Okay, well, Pamela, would you consider $35,000?
Y'all go 40? Can we meet in the middle and go 40? 40?
Can we meet in the middle and go 40?
Yeah. If y'all can go 40, it's yours.
If we can go 40, it's ours. Well, Pamela, let me take it to the board and see what I can do for you. If I can get an offer of $40,000 approved for you, when would I be able to expect to receive the purchase agreement back?
Just as soon as you get it to me, and I'll do whatever I need to do and get it right back to you.
All right. Pamela, I'm going to go ahead and put you on. Is it okay if I give you a call back in about 15 minutes?
Sure.
All right, Pamela, I'm going to put you on hold, and I'm going to call you back in about 15 minutes, so you don't have to hold for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much.
Hey, what's your name again?
My name is Alex.
Alex. Okay.
All right. I'll give you a call back in about 15 minutes, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello?
Hello, Pamela? Hello?
Hello?
Pamela? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Pamela. This is Alex.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So I have some good news. I was able to take your numbers to the board already, and I was able to get approval. And I'm really actually not 100%, but pretty close to getting that $40,000 approved for you. Now, if I send you a purchase agreement out for the purchase price of $40,000, Pamela, when will I be able to expect to receive that purchase agreement back?
It has to be what? Back to you, emailed back, what?
Well, we use a program called DocuSign, so it would be over the computer, would just require an electronic signature. So as soon as you sign it, I'll get it in the form of an email. And then as soon as we get that purchase agreement back, I'll hand it over to our transaction coordinator, and we'll open escrow right away.
Okay. All right. Sure, I'll look it over. And providing my slow-ass computer don't take all day. I'll get it to you just as quickly as I can.
All right,
But
perfect.
sometimes my computer is contrary.
Yeah, computers can be that way sometimes. Mine does what it wants to do. So let's see. So Pamela, I will get that purchase agreement out to you in about 20-30 minutes. Just to make sure the email address where I can send that purchase agreement to you is @yahoo.com.
That's it.
All right, perfect. So I'll send you the purchase agreement shortly. If you could go ahead and get it signed tonight and email it back to me right away, and I'll let you know as soon as we get it, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Thank you very much, Pamela, and congratulations on selling your house. I'll call you in about 30 minutes when you should have that purchase agreement, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Pamela. You have a good day. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. Get more info and stay in touch